I used to live in a world defined by zeros, my net worth, the digits in my bank account, the numbers on a Wall Street ticker, and the number of friends I had. I was James, the closer, the man who never failed to deliver the number. My world was the sleek glass tower of Manhattan, defined by two things: power and profit. We didn't talk about morals. We talked about margins. We didn't worry about people. We worried about portfolios. My circle was tight. Mark, David, Anthony. We were a brotherhood of the elite. We trusted each other with secrets that could collapse careers and fortunes that would feed small nations. Our friendship was transactional, yes, but it felt rock solid because our currency was the same: greed. I had everything: the private jet access, the penthouse overlooking Central Park, the kind of status that made others stand straighter when I walked in a room. But inside, I was hollow, a beautiful, expensive shell. The emptiness became deafening. It was a pressure that no amount of money could relieve. That's when I had the collapse. Not a financial one, a spiritual one. A raw, desperate realization that I had spent 50 years climbing the wrong mountain. I found myself opening a Bible, a book I hadn't touched since childhood Sunday school. And the words hit me like a physical blow. What good will it be for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? I made the trade. I gave up $20 million in guaranteed bonuses and equity options. I walked out of that glass tower, trading my gilded cage for a simple, terrifying freedom. I chose to follow Jesus. My wife, Sarah, thought I was having a midlife crisis. My family was confused, but my Wall Street brothers, they were outright hostile. Mark was the first to call. He didn't yell. He was ice cold. "James, your new hobby is creating legal liabilities. Our investors are nervous. You need to sign off the release papers and disappear quietly." He was protecting the money, not me. Then came David. He didn't just walk away. He actively turned against me. David started spreading rumors that my religious delusion was the result of a mental breakdown that compromised my professional judgment. He used my faith as a weapon to strip me of my remaining connections. Overnight, I was persona non grata. The phone stopped ringing. The emails stopped arriving. The transactional friendship ended when the transaction was complete, and I had nothing left to offer them but my testimony. But the betrayal didn't stop at silence. David, using his influence, managed to complicate the transfer of my assets, tying up my remaining savings in lengthy, expensive legal battles. They wanted to punish me. They wanted to see me back at zero, not just spiritually, but financially. I went from having $500 million under management to needing help paying my legal bills. It was a terrifying reality check. I felt the pressure to go back, to apologize, to conform. I was tempted to call Mark and beg for my old life. But in that poverty, in that isolation, I finally found the clarity that billions couldn't buy. I realized I was no longer defined by my title or my possessions. I was defined by my Savior. The lawsuits eventually settled, but the cost was immense. My life now is simpler. I live in a modest home, and my bank account is a fraction of what it once was. But the relationships I have now are real. I now spend my time counseling young brokers and executives trapped in the same gilded cage I was in. I teach them that the risk isn't leaving the money, the risk is staying and losing your soul. Mark and David still live in their glass towers. They are richer than ever, but I wouldn't trade the peace I found for all their billions. Because when they betrayed me, when they cut me off from that toxic system, they didn't ruin me. They saved me. If you are listening to this and you feel that emptiness, That same desperation I felt on the 45th floor. Know this: God doesn't require your portfolio. He requires your heart. You don't have to wait for the betrayal. You don't have to lose everything to find the one thing that truly matters. Take the trade today. It's the only one you'll never regret.